face, I looked away. The truth I held stayed out of reach, and silence spoke the words I keep. If I had tried to let it show, would you have chosen not to go? Left in the quiet, it broke me slow. The love I kept, you'll never know. I lost the chance to call you mine. Now I remain left in the quiet. Your jacket still hangs by the chair. I reach for it, but you're not there. The notes I wrote will never land. They stay unread in my own hands. If I had broken down my pride, would you be still here by my side? Left in the quiet, it broke me slow. The love I kept, you'll never know. I lost the chance to call you mine. Now I remain left in the quiet. The silence keeps me wide awake. It holds the weight I couldn't shake. And though I beg for one more day, the truth I feared won't go away. Left in the quiet, it marks my days. The words I save in hidden ways. I lost the chance to call you mine. Now I remain left in the quiet. I left the light on for you, but you were gone before I knew. It's late again, I can't forget. You left your jacket on the chair. I never had the nerve to move it. I hear the echoes in the hall. Every step reminds me of you. I told myself it's over, but my heart won't bend. All I could hold was never enough. I tried to reach, but it slipped through my hands. You were already gone before I knew, and I'm still learning how to stand. All I could hold was never enough. The morning feels too heavy now. I stumble through the quiet streets. I try to speak your name out loud, but the sound won't come with ease. I told myself it's over, but my could hold was never enough. All time to reach, but it slipped through my hands. You were already gone forget. I watched you leave. The night was still. Your sweater is hanging by the doorway. I walked around but couldn't move. I swore the silence wouldn't break me, but it always pulls me through. I told myself don't feel it, but I always do. I was holding on. Every step was heavier than time. Now the moment's gone, and it's written like a fault that's still mine. I was holding on. The mornings come but feel uncertain. The hours fall but stay the same. I tried to write a softer ending, but the page still shows your name. I told myself don't feel it, but I always do. I was holding on. Every step was heavier than time. Now the moment's gone, and it's written like a fault still mine. I was holding on. If I called you in the morning, would you turn around? Or was it gone already before a sound? I was holding on. Every step was heavier than time. Now the moment's gone, and it's written like a fault still mine. I was holding on. I was holding on. I was holding on. I saw the light turn into gray. You never stayed. You looked away. You asked me once if I was fine. I forced a smile, said I had time. The truth I kept was wearing thin, and I grew tired of holding in. If I had told you what I feel, would any of this still be real? When you look away, I lose my ground. The words I saved don't make a sound. I kept it close and out of view, but it still breaks when I see you. Your sweater rests on the second chair. I sit alone, pretend you're there. The notes I wrote, I'll never send. They stay with me until the end. If I had broken down my pride, would you be still here by my side? When you look away, I lose my ground. The words I saved don't make a sound. I kept it close and out of view, but it still breaks when I see you. I chase the nights, I let it slide. The truth was here, I stepped aside. And though I beg for one more day, the past won't bend, it fades away. When you look away, I break again. The love I kept won't find its end. I kept it close and out of view, but it still breaks when I see you. I saw the light turn into gray. You never stayed, you looked away. The night is still only a spill. We talked until the room went dark. I traced the shape of every mark. Your silence felt too loud to keep. I closed my eyes but couldn't sleep. If I had said it one more time, would you have stayed and called me mine? Nothing new to say, the words all fade. I gave my heart, you walked away. I held too much, it slipped away. And now I stand with nothing new to say. Your sweater's folded by the chair. I try to move, but you're still there. The notes I wrote I never sent, they burned my hands before the end. If I had broken down my pride, would you be sleeping by my side? Nothing new to say, the words all fade. I gave my heart, you walked away. I held too much, it slipped away. And now I stand with nothing new to say. I beg the night for one more try, but time won't stop to hear me cry. Oh, and every truth I can't erase still leads me back to your embrace. Nothing new to say, it breaks my chest. The love I gave won't find its rest. I held too much, it slipped away. And now I stand with nothing new to say. The night is still, I hear it spill. We talked talked until the room went dark. Her skin looks like lightning, mine just feels wrong. Her breakfast a painting, mine's cold by dawn. Her laugh fits the caption like it's made to stay. I save it to feel bad, scroll anyway. They say don't compare, but that's all I do. My mirror's a window and I can't look through. I'm scrolling through someone else and losing me again. Every perfect post is a secret I pretend. I crop out my chaos and filter my cries, but the likes don't touch what breaks inside. She's glowing at parties, I'm fading at home. Her face knows angles, mine just looks wrong. I dress up my sadness to fit the grid and call it healing like I know what it is. I shrink my thoughts to a pretty font and chase approval like it's what I want. I'm scrolling through someone else till I forget my name. They tell me I'm doing fine, but I can't explain how the dopamine crashes in silence and screens, and how envy feels like a part of me. If she's not real, then why do I feel like she still wins when I just kneel? I'm scrolling through someone else, but I need to see me not in reflection. But honestly, I wanna post without breaking apart. I wanna like what's behind my heart. I told myself you were still here, but saying that won't make it clear. You stopped asking, I stayed loud. I called it space, you called it proud. I waited weeks, you stayed away. I said we're fine, to feel okay. You didn't lie, you just let go. And I knew it, but didn't show. I know now you were gone long before I said don't run. You moved slow but meant goodbye, and I stayed to ask you why. I know now, but then I tried. I said it's me, you didn't deny. I shrank myself to fit your sky. You gave silence but silence always finds a key. I know now, and that's enough. Not every break needs something tough. You were quiet, I was loud, and neither one said it out loud. I said I'd leave, but the sky turned dark and I stayed without meaning to. You were never part of the plan, but you showed up and stayed long enough to feel familiar. You didn't ask me to stay, but you smiled like you hoped I would. I told myself it didn't matter, but I still woke up waiting for your voice. I stayed too long in a space you never called mine. I gave too much for something you never meant to keep. You laughed like we were safe, but you cried behind closed doors. And somehow I still thought you were real. If I'd left sooner, would it have changed anything, or just broken faster? I stayed too long for something you let go of first. And now, even leaving feels late. I could tell from the way you checked your phone that we weren't gonna stay. You talked like you had a buzz to catch, even when we had all night. I asked if you were happy. You said this is nice, but not like you meant it. I knew I just didn't wanna to. You weren't gonna stay, and I was pretending you might. You never really saw me, you just liked being seen, and I held on like holding would make you believe. You smiled, but not at me. You kissed, but didn't mean it long enough. I waited in my own house like a guest with no bags. Maybe you tried, but just in case. I don't need a plan, just a breath that feels mine. I made breakfast at noon, watered the plant that's still half dead, but it felt like something. I opened the window not for air, but for the feeling of light. I'm not rushing, I'm not stuck. I'm learning how to begin, not perfectly, just honestly. I smile without asking if it looks too forced. I move even if it's slow. Oh, don't delete your photos, but I don't revisit them either. I don't write about you in poems anymore. Some days still ache, but they don't hold me. I'm learning how to begin, this time with both hands open, not to catch, just to hold whatever comes, and that feels like enough. The sun hit the chair where you used to sit. I made the bed, but not the side you left. I don't cry, but some songs still ask me to. I don't reach, but I remember how it felt. You didn't leave loudly, but you stayed in small ways. You live in the evening light, in the pause between things. You're not here, but I feel you when the room goes quiet, and I let you stay as a shadow, not a wound. I'll water the plant you forgot, even though it never grew. I still play your records, but not the ones we danced to. I think I stopped loving you the same day I started missing you. You live in the evening light, in the corners of peace. I don't wait, but I still notice when the air feels full, and I don't wish you back. Just quiet. you. I didn't think I'd like someone who leaves their socks everywhere, but here you are on my floor, and I don't mind. You hum when you wash dishes, you talk to the kettle, you don't close cabinet doors, and still somehow this feels like peace. I used to wait for storms to know I felt something, but this is sunlight through the blinds. You feel like Sunday, no alarms, no plans, just soft laughter and scrambled eggs. You feel like something I forgot I could have. You read half a book and tell me the plot like you wrote it. You mess up the chords but sing loud anyway. I laugh every time. Not every love has to burn. Some just sit beside you, warm, quiet and real. You feel like Sunday, like I'm finally home, and nothing is on fire, and that's more than enough. I used to wait for storms to know I felt something, but this is sunlight through the blanks. You feel like something, like I'm finally home, and nothing is on fire, and that's more than enough. I gave you soft answers, and you filled them with silence. I held the room together, but the cracks learned your name. I stayed with everything I had, and you left with nothing said. I stayed lighter than you left, Sunlight on my floor, like nothing's missing. But you were here once. Found your sweater tucked behind my door. Laughed a little, didn't cry this time. Guess the tears stopped keeping score, and now I sleep through the night. It wasn't perfect, but it was ours, and that's enough for me. All of it happened, the good and the break, the slow songs, the fights, the pancakes we'd make. I don't regret it, you taught me to feel. And if you asked, I'd say it was real. My friends don't ask about you now, and I don't bring you up. But if a song plays with your kind of chords, I still know every strum. Maybe you're happy, I hope that's true. Me, I'm getting there too. All of it happened like pages we burned, like stars we saw but never returned. And maybe it ended, but what we had stayed in the laugh lines, in the songs we replayed.